UFC 327, and the first fight is a legendary fighter. Cub Swanson, his last fight of his career, absolutely legendary career. Hats off to him. I'm hoping he gets this win. He's fighting Nate Landwehr. I'm mispronouncing that name. But he's fighting Nate, and it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a good fight.
So pick your fighter. Pick who you think's going to win. That's the whole point of this.
I'm hoping Cub Swanson.
It's not hope. Who do you think's going to win?
I'm going Cub Swanson because I'm hoping Cub Swanson. I'm going Cub Swanson.
Okay, yeah. So first, he forgot to mention the main thing. Joshua Van title fight got pulled from this due to his injury. He's fighting in the next card with the one with Chimaev and Strickland, which I can't wait for. That's going to be the best press conference in the last few years. Like Dana White said, he's going to have a lot of security for that fight because it's going to get ugly. But for this card, yeah, I'm going Cub Swanson, legendary fighter. I think he's going to win. Too much experience. You know, he doesn't want to go off on a loss. Legendary fighter, either way, win or loss. But I'm going Cub Swanson. Next one, Dominic Reyes versus Johnny Walker. I'm going Johnny Walker.
Oh, no way! I'm going Dominic Reyes. I'm going Dominic Reyes. I think Dominic Reyes is going to get this win.
Dominic Reyes, I think, coming off a loss.
Yeah, that's fine, but I think he can knock out Johnny Walker. I think Johnny Walker doesn't have the chin to be able to withstand Reyes' power.
I'm going Johnny Walker by knockout.
No.
Alright, next. Curtis Blades versus... Now, this guy's a character. Josh Hockett. I don't know what he's trying. He's trying to be a WWE character. He's trying to be funny. He started dancing in front of the ring girls yesterday. They didn't seem like they were pleased. He's just doing all sorts of things, but I guess it's working. Everyone's talking about him.
Yeah, his antics are definitely working. People are talking about him, so I guess that's all you want as a fighter. You want people to talk about you. But anyways, let's move on to his...
He's also undefeated.
He's also undefeated. He's 9-0. And I'm going Josh Hockett. I think he's going to beat Curtis Blades. And I think he's going to win by knockout.
I think Josh Hockett might get this win done too. So the wrestling match, Curtis Blades going to win, but I think he might be able to knock him out. I'm going Josh Hockett. But I would like to see him calm down with all the antics he's doing. It's not entertaining to me like it's when Conor does it or who else is there? Diaz, you know, they seem more real when they do it.
Yeah, this seems like a WWE act, which is kind of like...
And nothing against WWE.
No, but I'm saying like when it's like real fighting, like...
In fact, our next podcast is going to be about WrestleMania, the biggest event in
yeah, tune in for that.
In fighting.
Yeah.
That's going to be very entertaining. iShow Speed's also going to be in there.
Alright, don't worry about WrestleMania right now.
I'm excited about WrestleMania.
Yeah,
okay?
do the UFC.
Alright, next one. Azamat Murzakanov versus Paulo Costa. We told you before. Anyone with names like that, we're going for them.
Yeah.
Like we think they're gonna win, and he's 16-0.
Oh, he's definitely winning.
But Paulo Costa, like he says, he's got what does Paulo Costa have?
The secret juice.
Yeah,
he's got the secret juice, but there's no way he's beating Azmat. That's a win. I don't know how he's gonna get it, but that's an easy win for Azmat in my opinion. And I think honestly, Paulo Costa is at the tail end of his career. That's the funny thing with the Reyes and Johnny Walker fight. I believe they're both at the tail end of their careers. So that could go either way, but again, I'm going to stick with my guts with Reyes, and I'm definitely choosing Murzakanov. Azmat. Let's just stick to Azmat. And the main event, another character in the UFC, but someone that I feel is not putting on an act for sure. There's Jiri Prochazka.
First, let me tell you what Jiri did. He put hot sauce in his eyes apparently recently. Did you know that?
No,
you
what?
Didn't know that. So he put hot sauce in his eyes. He went under ice water, 30 meters to see how deep he can go or something. He's doing he gets lost in the mountains.
Yeah, but...
You know, Dana White said on I think Aiden Ross podcast, or he said somewhere. So before, when they give him a fight, he doesn't accept it right away. You know what he does? He goes out and does one of these things. Like he goes to the mountains and gets lost, or he goes underwater. And then the spirits or whatever lets him know if he should accept the fight. That's what Dana White said. Then either accepts it or declines it.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, if people are trying to make it sound like, I know that's not what you're going for, but he's not putting on an act. Like I said, he seems more legit. And people I've seen, they made like, they're trying to make fun of him, make it sound like it's like crazy or something, but it really isn't. That people do that. They go out, they get lost in nature. They try to see like what signals they get. It's kind of like, it's like their way of meditation or prayer. So it's not that crazy, in my opinion. At least that's what I think. I think it's like closer to that. So
Who do you think's gonna win?
that all being said, Oberg's knocking him out.
No, Oberg's 14-1. No, but Jiri's winning.
That all being said,
Jiri's
Oberg's
winning.
knocking him out.
Who's knocked out Jiri?
I think Oberg's gonna knock him out.
No, you're crazy.
Yeah.
They're both great fighters.
No, they're both great fighters.
Jiri has fought way better competition. And Jiri, I think,
Jiri
he's
also
win.
was out for a long time with the shoulder injury.
But he's only fought since then.
Yeah, but
Jiri's gonna win, and I think he can't lose to anyone but Alex Pereira, which Alex Pereira is moving up now. And I believe Jiri's gonna get it done. I don't know if it's gonna be a decision or knockout, but I believe he's gonna get it done.
I think Oberg is an up and coming legendary fighter. Definitely up and coming legendary fighter, future champ. He's a future champ in that division.
This is a championship fight.
Yeah, that's something. What am I telling you? He's a future champ in that thing. In this fight, he's going to become a champ. You ruined my whole flow of the thing. It makes sense. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Dumbest thing that I've heard.
You didn't let me finish. I'm like, he's a future champ. He's going to become a champ now. My point of saying was, I've been saying since the beginning, he's a future champ. Ever since I first saw him fight in the UFC. He cut me off. That was the problem. He cut me off. That was the point I was trying to make.
Oh, he's got a knockout. His last win is by a knockout of Dominic Reyes.
That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. That's why I even chose Dominic Reyes to win, because he lost to Oberg. You got to do your research. You got to know who they fought before. You're not doing your research. Cutting me off that I'm talking about a future fight. No, I'm saying he is a future champion when he first started in the UFC. I was saying it then. He's at that moment, and I think he's going to achieve his goal. But anyways, thank you guys for listening, and tune into the UFC, and definitely tune into our next podcast about WrestleMania.